Hey guys, it's me, Desiree Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my crew, who I call my subbies, and welcome if you are watching me for the first time. I'm Desiree Marie, and I do lock videos. I bring you guys up close and personally as you get to see what my hair looks like as it goes through its different stages. I do weekly checkups where I show you guys my hair. I bring you guys in the shower as I wash my hair. I also show you how I maintain and even style my hair. How I style my hair at times. So if you're interested in seeing my lock journey, which I've been locked for 2 years now, do hit the subscribe button and become a part of the crew. But yes, welcome back to yet another video. Today I want to do a follow-up video from my last video, which really has been amazingly popular to you guys. I just want to follow it up and give you guys some helpful tips. The last video I posted was on the perfect retwist, right? Just a step-by-step how-to of how you can retwist your hair at home, easy, simple, pain-free. But today I want to talk to you guys about how you can maintain your retwist, because I have gotten some questions about how you are able to keep your retwist fresh, how you're able to keep your scalp clean in between washes. So I have a few things written down here. You guys know I write down everything. So I'm gonna get to it. Let's go. So the first thing that you can do to maintain your retwist is by trying twists or plaited hairstyles. And with that I mean, try to two-strand twist your hair as soon as you retwist it and keep it like that for some days to weeks. You can keep it in as long as you want, but the thing is, when you braid and twist your hair, you're gathering up locks to twist or to braid, and so your roots stay taut, your roots stay nice and tight, and your hair doesn't really have the ability to move around and therefore kind of, you know, loosen up your retwist. So when you braid your hair or you twist it, that really helps you to preserve your roots. I have done that and it has worked so well. So if you are one of those people that really are into the fresh retwist look, especially after you retwist your hair, and you really want to keep your retwist looking longer, fresher for a longer period of time, try braiding your hair and play around with different styles. I mean, you could do just about anything with braids and twists. So yeah, try that out. Yeah. The next thing that you can do to maintain a fresh retwist is to put your hair up more. Right now I'm rocking like a half up, half down hairstyle, but you can try any style. You can try any style at all. You know, anything that suits your fancy, anything that fits your style, try that hairstyle. Pin up your hair, because just like with twists and braids, when you put your hair up after it's freshly retwisted, your hair is not hanging. So, you know, you're more likely to loosen up your retwist a lot faster if you leave your hair hanging like this. But if you put up your hair has the ability to keep the roots. So your roots are not messing, your roots are not moving around, it's not being manipulated, but it's being put up. Your roots have more of a chance of maintaining a fresh retwist for a longer period of time. So, but the thing is, I would not suggest keeping updos for a long period of time, because as you know, that could put stress on your scalp. But if you want to do it for like a day or two, I highly encourage, try out an updo and see that your roots will last a whole lot longer and therefore give you that fresh out of the salon look for a longer period of time. Another thing that keeps your retwist fresh is by choosing the right products when you retwist your hair. If you guys saw my last video, you know that I use 2 products to retwist my hair, and right now I'm in the process of trying different options, but these are the 2 products that I use: Jamaican mango and lime twisting gel, which I know is not everybody's favorite, and I also use the Nature's Blessings hair pomade. I find for my hair that it keeps my hair tight and in place, but I have tried other things like aloe vera gel, flaxseed gel, and I find that those products that are very healthy and natural, they don't keep my hair the way that I want to, especially with my busy and very active lifestyle, it doesn't keep my roots tight. Now that may be different from, you know, someone else's hair. Maybe you might do better with aloe vera gel, but for me, I do better with store-bought items. The thing is, when you retwist your hair, you want to use the best product for you that will keep your roots tight and twisted for a longer period of time. Sometimes when we don't use the right products, we end up with a retwist that looks nothing like a retwist a few hours later. So but I know also people use water and that works for them. So the thing is, find what works for you. You know, we all have different hair types. Our hair does different things. Find what works for you and go with that. Another thing that keeps your retwist tight for a long period of time is covering your hair more often. So for me, I don't really like to do this because I just like to be free. When I get home, I just like to be free. But there are some instances that I do find that I need to cover my hair. Like when I clean, you know, my apartment, I need to cover my hair. When I am in like dusty situations, I need to cover my hair. When I go to bed at night, I need to cover my hair. But if you are interested in keeping your retwist for a long period of time, keep your hair covered for, prepare to keep your hair covered for the bulk of the day, because that will keep your roots, you know, tight and together, and you won't have so many instances where it will become frizzy. You know what I'm saying? So keep your hair covered, you know, but I wouldn't suggest keeping your hair covered all day. But if you're interested in keeping that fresh retwisted look, try covering your hair a little bit more and your roots will stay in place. One thing that you want to avoid when you are trying to perfect and keep that crisp retwist is avoid water. Yes, when you take a shower, you're going to want to tie down your hair, because in the shower, obviously we all know, the shower gets very misty, you know, it gets very humid, and humidity in the air tends to cause our hair to frizz up a little bit. And one thing you don't want to do when you're trying to keep your hair retwisted and tight is introduce humid mist into your hair, you know. So once you keep your hair open and you know, ready for the mist and whatever elements in the air, your roots will puff up. It will most likely puff up and it will most likely detangle. So you want to tie down your hair and do that. Me personally, I cannot. I just can't. I cannot keep my head covered in the shower. Like, it's either a ponytail or my hair is down. But if that works for you, sis, go for it. Now, some people want to know how you can keep a fresh scalp while you have your fresh retwist going on, because what's the purpose of having a fresh retwist and your scalp is itchy and it's dry and it probably has a little bit of a stench on it, right? So I want to give you guys some tips how to keep a healthy, clean, fresh scalp. So, you know, after you retwist your hair, your roots are taut, you don't need to touch your roots at all. When you moisturize your hair, try your best to moisturize the length of your hair and avoid the roots. Because if you know, move around too much and you get into the roots will most likely unravel. So you want to keep your roots, you know, just the way that it is, and just focus on the length of your hair. And when you want to keep a fresh scalp, try mixing tea tree oil or peppermint oil in a carrier oil, like olive oil, jojoba oil. Try dropping a few drops of tea tree oil in that, or peppermint oil in that, and apply it only to your scalp. And tea tree oil is like an antibacterial oil. It actually is a natural cleaner. So when you introduce that to your scalp, it actually has a way of cleansing your scalp. It purifies your scalp. Same thing with peppermint oil as well. It naturally cleanses your scalp and refreshes it, and it also gives it that nice smell. So I highly suggest doing that. But if you are pregnant, I would not suggest using tea tree oil, and I would consult a doctor if I wanted to try peppermint oil, because you guys are a little bit more sensitive right now. But for the rest of us, try those two in a carrier based oil, because you can't put that directly on your scalp. That's a different situation, sis. Like, that's a whole new video. But yeah, try that out and see how that works for you, because it definitely works for me, and my scalp thanks me for it every time. There are people like myself that go to the gym a lot. We sweat. You know, it's really difficult for us to maintain a retwist when we're, you know, exercising and we're getting it in and we're sweating and all sorts of stuff is going on. It's hard for us to maintain a fresh retwist, but there are some things that you can do. Like I said earlier, you can braid or twist your hair before a nice workout. There is also a like edge. Like, you can tie down your edges. I have seen a different vlogger talk about this, but you can lay down your edges with like a very thin pantyhose. You can cut a pantyhose and take that rectangular part that you cut and just tie it down on your edges, and in that way you preserve your edges and the rest of your hair is braided. So when your hair is braided, guess what? It allows for air to get through, you know, through the scalp. While you're sweating, the air will, what's that word? I'm trying to get scientific here right now. But the sweat will evaporate, you know, as you're allowing the scalp to stay open, to remain open. You're giving the parts, you know, direct access to the air. You know what I'm saying? So braided styles keep your scalp open so that while you're sweating, it's so much easier for your hair to dry rather than keeping your hair all in one ponytail. Because sometimes when you cover up your hair and it's wet, and it's wet for a long period of time because of sweat and just the steam coming from your scalp, you can find yourself battling mold issues. So that's one thing you want to avoid. Keep your scalp open. Braid your hair down, twist your hair, put it into a ponytail after you twist it, and you'll be just fine, you know. So that's what I try to do as well when I go to the gym. Also, aftercare, after you go to the gym, how do you maintain a fresh scalp? You know, you just got out of a gym session where you got sweaty and you feel musty and your hair feels a little bit dirty, but you just washed it and you just retwisted it, so you're not about to wash it again. You can do, you can use either witch hazel or tea tree oil mixed with carrier oils and apply it to your scalp. So you can just take like a cotton swab that you use in your ear, put it into a mixture of tea tree oil and a carrier based oil, or put it into a witch hazel solution and just lightly apply it throughout your scalp. That helps to kill all of the bacteria and the germs that might be floating around in your scalp after that heavy, you know, sweaty gym session. And it also maintains your hair, you know, the freshness of your hair in between washes, because we're not about to wash our hair, we just got a retwist, right? So try that out. It will work very well for you. Like I said, if you're pregnant, you want to consult your doctor and see if tea tree oil is the best for you, because it really is potent, and I'm hearing that it's probably not the best option for you, but consult your doctor, all right? Don't take me as the doctor. Okay, so now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, right? We all know that we love, well, some of us love to preserve our edges. Okay, after you retwist your hair is laying flat. It's, you know, it looks like you just came out the hairdresser. You know, your twists are crisp and your edges are tight. You want to maintain that look, right? I know I do. You know, sometimes I want my hair to look fresh with the laid edges. Here's how you can keep your edges laid. So like I said previously, what you can do is get yourself some pantyhose. It could be opaque or it could be the see-through ones. I'm not quite sure the name of it. And the sheer ones, that's the word, the sheer ones. Cut it, right? Cut the leg and get, like, you know, a nice rectangular shape, and then go ahead and press down your edges. That can be, I mean, you can use that, or you can go ahead and use a scarf if you have, but press down your edges and keep it down more. You know, when you're not doing anything, go ahead and tie down your edges, because when you tie down your edges, it will stay longer than if you know, moved around the house, you know, walked about, exercised, did all of this, and you didn't tie down your edges, because your edges seem like it's the first thing to go when we retwist our hair. So if you're interested in keeping that, you know, crisp look with your edges down, tie down your hair a whole lot more than when you have it out. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. Chilling, back to my last point, when you want to keep a fresh retwisted look, sometimes it pays just to touch up your edges and the whole style looks all brand new all over again. You know, for me, I use edge control, but what you can do also is mix together castor oil. Well, actually you can just use castor oil, because castor oil is very thick and it has the ability to keep your hair down. So if you're interested in more natural alternatives as far as, you know, something that might tame your edges, castor oil, water, you know, tie down those edges, then take it down, you know, take it out few minutes later, and your hair should be great. Well, for me, it takes a little bit more than a few minutes, maybe like an hour, but you get my gist. So guys, I thank you for watching this video. I hope that you really got a lot from this and that I made sense in this. These are just some things that I like to do to maintain my retwisted look. When I want to maintain a fresh retwisted look, these are the things that I do. Naturally, I'm not the type of person that obsesses over neatness and everything looking tidy, but I know some of you guys, you know, want to know how you can keep your hair retwisted and so forth. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any extra tips, let us know down below so that we can share the wealth of knowledge, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Also check me out on Instagram. My name is It's Desiree Marie _. You can find me there when I'm not on here. I love to add you guys as friends, like your pictures and all that cool stuff. And I like to post pictures of my hair and all that. So if you want to catch up on me, get to know me a little bit more, check me out there. And yeah, come back for another video, because we post like every single day. I'll see you in the next one. Later. Bye.